Before we end the night, I want to do like a quick book wrap up of this month because I was like, oh, I want to focus this year. There's 12 books that I've chosen. I want to mostly focus on Latina authors, on different genres like thriller, mystery, but romance will always have my heart. So there'll be a little sprinkle of that, which is next month. There's a little romance. But here is my wrap up for January. I already talked about the first book that I chose for this year, How I Know White People Are Crazy, written by a black psychologist. It was like the perfect start my year. That has its own separate video. Then I had watched The Housemaid and I enjoyed the movie and I had enjoyed the book. Different feels, that has a separate video to it. And so I was interested in Coworker. I've been wanting to get to it for a while, and so I finally was like, oh, let me just get to it. Meet Frida McFadden does a good job with like thriller twisting stories and leaving you like, oh my god, what, or at least for me, because some people are like, I knew it. I don't know everything. I can't, like, my brain is literally in fight flight freeze mode half of the time, especially with everything happening. So to me, the ending, I'm always like, what? And so that's the feels that I got. But it wasn't my favorite of her books. So yeah, not super like memorable. And then I did, a little side adventure with Lobisona, and I'm so happy that I did it because it was a friend slash co-worker's suggestion. They were really excited about it, and I was like, oh, let me check it out. Deportation, magical wolves, like, I really enjoyed that one. I really, really, really enjoyed that one. And so I don't regret reading that one. Next one was a YA graphic novel. I was in our school library and that one caught my attention. I love reading what our students are reading. And again, I really appreciate children's books, YA books, because of their content and the beautiful visuals that are in it. And so I never skip out on a children's book or YA book. And I had to make a whole other video for that. And finally, I got to this month's thriller pick, one of the books that I chose for the whole year. It is by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Velvet Was the Night. I really enjoyed it. It was a mystery and not like a creepy thriller, like super, super suspenseful. Like, you're interested and you want to know what's happening with the characters, what's gonna happen next. You, at least me, I got hooked on the main characters and I enjoyed the ending. I really, really enjoyed the ending. A character development, culturally representation, historical fiction, but not boring and not your typical stories. I really liked it. I really enjoyed that one. And last but not least at all, yes, I am not embarrassed. I am on the heated rivalry train. Again, there's so much happening in this world. So that is why I prefer going back to romance, because it takes me out of my usual, and heated rivalry took me out of my usual. Besides the fact that it's such a beautiful story, I saw the show and then I had to read the book because I had never read the book, and I like comparing um or seeing the movie adaptations or the show adaptations and kind of seeing the difference and what works. And so fully hooked. I think somehow the movie and the book make each other better, if that makes sense, because I really enjoyed the show. And then while I was reading the book, I could really see the characters and the facials and the like, the actors were so good. um I don't know, I really enjoyed it, and that is why I'm reading the next book for that, but that'll be next month's wrap up. And so that's my January. It's interesting that the first and the last book of this month are the most memorable, but I had really good reads this month. Next month's pick, because again, I already picked 12, mostly focusing on Latinx authors, a little bit mystery, a little bit thriller, but this time we're doing romance with uh Adriana Herrera's book, A Tropical Rebel Gets the Duke, which is interesting because I did not do this on purpose, but Bridgerton is coming out soon. So there's a theme. There's a theme. It's so funny. I feel like sometimes my timelines all align. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you get it, you get it. Sometimes I just feels like everything's right.